Hi, friends. Wednesday Insights, that deeper dive into meteorology. Once again, a lot going on. First of all, the big points, though, the takeaways here. We're getting drier air that comes in during the latter part of today into Thursday. So for tomorrow, I don't expect a whole lot of rain to be around. But by the time we get to Thursday evening, the showers are breaking out. Thursday night, more showers breaking out. And Friday night, there'll be rain, there'll be downpours, there'll be some thunder that'll come and go over the course of that period. By the time we get to Saturday, I'm actually optimistic that things speed up enough to bring us improving conditions probably by Saturday afternoon, and then certainly Sunday the air should feel very good. A lot of you like to get the rain tab over the last 24 hours. This is what we've observed. Mostly it's been in southern New England. If you take the last 2 days, it's generally been an inch and a half to 2 inches, depending on where you are. And remember, on Monday we had told you the 5-day rain total would be 3 to 5 inches. Probably going to verify closer to that 3-inch amount. And I say that because when you look at expected rain that's still to come, a lot of it's now focused in western New England, upstate New York. There's been a westward shift to the track of Debby, and I can show you exactly what's going on with that. Let's go ahead and dive in. First of all, this is Debby down to the south. We do have an area of low pressure that's been making its way off the coast, but there's still frontal boundary in here. So Debby is going to be drifting off to the north, coming over the Appalachian Mountains, and then running into parts of upstate New York or western New England. That shifts westward the focus of rain. And really the bottom line with that is that you get a better chance of flash flooding in upstate New York into Vermont. Now, Vermont, remember I told you in Insights yesterday, was going to be the area that was most under the gun in New England anyway. I still think that's the case. The chance of flash flooding has been put at low from the Weather Prediction Center of the government on Thursday. Just so you know, in case you see or hear about this, this is not during the day Thursday. This is predominantly for Thursday overnight as some of the downpours start to crop up. But really it's into Friday. That's where the focus goes across, again, Vermont, and then running into upstate New York for the highest chance of flash flooding. Now, it's not impossible. You see that for the rest of us isolated here and there. It's just not the same kind of focus that you have farther to the west. In terms of the wind chords associated with Debby, I told you yesterday that's really going to fall apart as she drifts inland. That still appears to be the case. However, still thinking we get a little burst of southerly wind that comes out ahead of this thing overnight, Friday night, into the first part of Saturday. That's pre-dawn on Saturday. Now, wait a minute. You look at this and say, there's a pretty big area here of yellow, which would be tropical storm force gusts. This is not a tropical storm. It's not sustained winds of 39 miles per hour or greater, but it is gusts that may go up to or over 39 miles an hour. Now, here's the thing. Our in-house proprietary guidance, which we're still working to get built into the graphic system, but we use it in our forecast, does not show it to be this broad. Southern Connecticut, southern Rhode Island, southeastern Mass, coast of Maine. Those are the spots most likely to get gusts of 39 miles per hour or greater. The rest of us, maybe gusts to 30, 35, up to about the Lakes region, and less than that when you get into northern New England. Notice by 3:15 on Saturday p.m., this is what I mean. From about midday Saturday, I think the trend is to get this thing out. You know what backs that up? A lot of times I've found you get these clues if you track the atmospheric energy. Some of the other parameters that are forecast, like rainfall and cloud cover, that kind of follows later. The first sign is an atmospheric energy, and the energy shows up in the oranges and yellows. Well, notice that energy from Debby, first of all, gets really strung out, but secondly, accelerates so that by the time we get along about Saturday at 9:30 in the morning, it's already shifting to our east. That's why I'm optimistic on the fact that I actually think things may improve very decently during the second half of Saturday. We'll see. You don't want to get overly confident from a few days out, right? So certainly there is the chance that rain lingers, but at this point, I would think the best focus for rain will be early on in the day, and particularly early in the morning. In the short term, we talked about high pressure, fair weather building in with dry air that's going to be with us today and tomorrow for that matter. We get out to tomorrow evening. Here are the showers expanding through Connecticut, coming into southwest New England. Tomorrow night, that expansion continues. And Friday, there's that focus for heaviest rainfall along the track of Debby, which has shifted a little farther to the west. Now, we still deal with these off and on showers and downpours on Friday. And Friday night, you get downpours and even some thunderstorms that come through. Now, Saturday morning, this is the forecast 7 a.m. By midday on Saturday, you'll notice that that's pretty much off to our east. And remember, what I'm telling you is you might even see a little bit more of a speed up on the timing with it. Either way, by the end of Saturday, the better air is coming in. I promised you yesterday in Insights it was going to feel really good Sunday. I still think it's going to feel really good. Do you notice the clouds bubbling up on Sunday? There is going to be at least a little bit of additional energy that's coming into the atmosphere. We might get an isolated Sunday shower. I'm just not overly concerned about that right now. I think it's going to feel very good. All right, so in the shorter term, Thursday, we talked about a mostly dry day, high temperatures in the 70s for you. Mostly, it's a light onshore wind. The showers developing more as we get to the late day, evening, and night. So that Thursday night into Friday, we're talking about the showers expanding Here are the areas of showers and embedded downpours Friday. Again, heaviest stuff focused in upstate New York. High temperatures getting up to about 75 to 80 for many of us. There is humidity with that southerly breeze. It'll be picking up Friday night. Saturday, here we go. Where's the rain? Remember what I was saying. I think it's mostly focused early in the day. So the afternoon, the sun is breaking out and the temperature may be able to rise into the 80s. So actually more clouds that bubble up Sunday with that isolated shower chance at temperatures either side of 80, but that very comfortable air. In the dew point forecast, the 14-day dew point forecast I gave you yesterday in Insights, which you can go back and look at if you want to, but bottom line is once the comfy air is here on Sunday, it should stick around a lot of next week. The dew point may go back to the 60s on the Cape. The rest of us probably stay with the dew point in the 50s to around 60, which is pretty good stuff. You can see the 14-day if you grab our app. That's how Insights look for now. Thanks for checking in as always. Hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll keep you updated.